Hello my dear viewers, welcome to my channel. My name is Malena and in this video I will talk about a perfume, Happy by Clinique. It is not a new scent, it's not a high-end niche perfume. It is actually quite basic, so to say, but it is very special and I will tell you why. This is the bottle. So it's the small size. It looks very, very minimalistic. You can find it in actually all perfumeries because Clinique is a very known brand and therefore it's not hard to find this perfume. There are several sizes. This is the smallest one, 30 milliliters, but there is also 50 and 100 milliliters. I will tell you what is so special about this perfume, how I discovered it, and of course the ingredients and how it actually smells. So first of all, why is this perfume so special for me? It is so special because it was my signature scent for over 15 years. So when I first discovered it with 16, around 2001 or 2002, in a movie, yes, I discovered it in a movie. Because it is not actually a known perfume, there are no advertisements for it, at least in Germany, there were no advertisements for this perfume. So I just discovered it by seeing the bottle in a movie. And the movie was Legally Blonde. I don't know if you know this movie, but it was my favorite movie in my youth. And Elle Woods, the protagonist or the personality, the main character from this movie, this very, very feminine, light-hearted, nice young woman, she was actually wearing Clinique, Happy. And I think that the movie maybe was partly sponsored by Clinique because she was actually using a lot of Clinique products in this movie. And as I am a very good observer, of course, I saw which products the character was using. And there were a few scenes in the movie where she sprays this perfume. And I just saw the bottle and I saw also the name, I think. As I really admired Elle Woods, she was like my idol from my youth. I went to the perfumery and looked this perfume up. I smelled it. That was it. From this moment on, Happy was my signature scent. And I used it throughout the last years of my high school, my whole studies, and also the first years of my professional life. People knew me by this perfume. I got hundreds of compliments because maybe it was a coincidence, but this perfume seemed to melt with my body chemistry in a wonderful way. So in the beginning you smelled the perfume, but then after some time, in the heart note and in the base note, it developed a beautiful, very attractive smell. It also has one ingredient that I didn't find in any other perfume, in any high-end perfume, in any niche perfume, and in any mainstream perfume. I will later on tell you what this ingredient is, and maybe this ingredient is a secret of this perfume. And as a tribute to Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, I am today wearing pink and have pink lipstick on because pink still is my favorite color, but now I'm a little bit, more laid back and I'm now using more light pinks. But during the last years of high school and during my studies, I was known as the pink girl. I had a really, really shocking pink bag that I was carrying to university, and this is also how I met my best friend, because of this bag, because she actually talked to me to ask where I got this bag from. I was really admiring Elle Woods, and I think Elle Woods is a very good character and she's a good idol for young women, because if you know the movie, she is not only very feminine and very funny, lighthearted, but she also has good values. I have to say that her style in the movie is maybe not the most sophisticated, but that were different times, that were the millennials, 2000s, and it was not so much about sophistication and elegance. She was also wearing elegant outfits in that movie, but most of them were really flamboyant, I have to say. Every time I see someone, like an older lady maybe, in a very flamboyant pink clothes, I'm smiling and I'm thinking of Elle Woods, and I think, yeah, that's how it should be. But back to the perfume, because this is actually a perfume review. So Clinique Happy is a floral scent. It is from the year 1997. So imagine, it is even older than the movie. But it is not old-fashioned in any way. So the head note of Clinique Happy is bergamot, grapefruit, mandarin tree, and laurel. So you already see it is a very fresh combination, a little bit citrus-like. And I think on some people really smell the citrus note, but on me there is a stronger floral note. So the heart notes of this perfume are jasmine, one of my favorites, orchid, berries, and Hawaiian wedding flower. And this Hawaiian wedding flower, that's the ingredient that I haven't found anywhere else. And I strongly believe that this is the ingredient that came out strongly on my skin. I mean, you can try the perfume and see how it will develop on you, but on me, this Hawaiian wedding flower seemed to form a very beautiful, beautiful scent, together with the other ingredients, of course. And that's what made people, I think, compliment me on the perfume a lot. And then the base note is lily, magnolia, and mimosa. So pure flowers. So as you see, Clinique Happy is fresh and floral with a citrus note. And if you are looking for a perfume that is rather fresh and not heavy, and that still has something floral in combination with some citrus notes, but is just standing out and different, because there are lots of fruity, citrus and floral perfumes among the mainstream scents, but also among the high-end or the niche perfumes. But there is nothing like Happy. That's why you really should try it. This perfume was a masterpiece for me, although it is so affordable. And now I will tell you the prices. Here in Europe or in Germany, 30 milliliters cost around 40 euro. 50 milliliters around 60 and 100 milliliters around 80 euro. So you see the difference to the expensive high-end niche perfumes that I usually talk about. It is half the price. So it is very affordable, and if you are on a budget but you want to try something new and this somehow resonates with you, you should definitely try it. I'm really happy that they are still producing it, because it is so unknown. I don't know anyone else who was using this perfume, and I think in 20 years I have smelled it on someone else on the street once or twice. And of course I recognized it. Although it is affordable, I think that it still smells kind of expensive, because it doesn't smell cheap, artificial, and it doesn't smell mainstream. It smells special, and that's why I consider it as an expensive smelling perfume. Because expensive is not only, as I described in my last perfume video about expensive perfumes, I will link it down below. It's not only the fact that very rare ingredients are used, although this might be the case in Happy, because as I said, the Hawaiian wedding flower, I haven't found it anywhere else, and also jasmine is used, which is one of the expensive ingredients. And although it is synthetic perfume, and mostly fresh and floral perfumes are not in the smelling super expensive, but thanks to this beautiful composition and freshness, it does smell elegant in a way, but at the same time it smells feminine, light-hearted, happy, just as the name says. And now I would like to ask you, my dear viewers, if you also had a perfume from your youth, or a perfume that you have been using for many, many years, that was your signature perfume from younger years. Tell me in the comments, because I would really love to read from you. You can also tell me the story behind your signature perfume if you found one for yourself. I think I will be using this perfume again, at least sometimes. And especially on days when I'm maybe not feeling so happy, because this perfume not only gives me happiness by being such a stimulating scent, thanks to the ingredients, but also it brings me back to those older days when I was still young. And you know, when we are young and still like students, life is easier. And this lightness of life that you felt maybe connect with those times, with for example, your student years, you can transfer it a little bit into your present by using something from your past that reminds you, that appeals to your senses. Because our brains are very special in this way. By using a scent that you loved in your youth and you were using in your youth, you can stimulate those connections in your brain that will somehow transfer you in this beautiful mood again. And you will feel younger, you will feel happier, and maybe you will feel a little bit nostalgic, but those are all very beautiful feelings. Maybe this could be also an inspiration for you to do that, to find your first perfume again and smell it and just remember those days and dream a little bit and feel a little bit nostalgic and enjoy. I also hope that you enjoyed my video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, of course, because I really appreciate it. Share this video if you like, and of course subscribe if you aren't already. And I will see you in my next one. Bye bye!